everyone. Welcome to another episode of Simply Nerdy. This is Anthony hosting, and I'm joined by the whole group. And we are talking about an obvious topic today. In all seriousness, though, we're talking about the Nintendo Direct and our impressions and what we enjoyed. And honestly, spoiler alert, at least from my perspective, I'm coming away pretty pleased. But we'll make that a discussion point between all of us today, and I'd have a go at it, I guess. So, I am going to start with the literal elephant in the room, Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Yeah!
And I can say literal elephant because Mario turns into one at the end. It's almost it's almost like they were giving me a perfect, segue fodder there. Anyway, so here's my take. I have not been this excited for a 2D Mario game since Super Mario World. So 32 years. I'm not much older than that, so that tells you something. Been waiting my whole life to be this excited for 2D Mario again. Super Mario World was my jam as a kid, and I just kind of feel like 2D Mario kind of went off the map after that because, the next big Mario game was Mario 64, and that took the world by storm, and deservedly so. And 3D Mario really became a really big thing, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely love 3D Mario. I feel like we haven't really had a AAA feeling 2D Mario game since Super Mario World. And let me qualify that. So I feel like the next real 2D Mario, new 2D Mario game came out in 2006 with New Super Mario Bros. And I actually enjoyed that one. But it did kind of feel like a more like a secondary offering, AA, if you will. And then all of a sudden, I feel like 2D Mario ever since then has been reskins of the new Super Mario Bros. Style approach. And I've become progressively less and less excited by a 2D Mario game. Once upon a time, it was the face of gaming, and more recently, it's kind of turned into, it's another new Super Mario Bros. Game. Probably not going to pick it up. Mm-hmm. For various reasons. The gameplay style is something I'll always love, but I am not a fan of having, for one thing, partners who are unyielding obstacles. Let me just say, there are few things as frustrating as trying to do precision platforming when you have three different crazy, unpredictable obstacles flying about the screen at all times.
Especially if they're children.
Yes, which is frequently the case. So, that's just one of my complaints. And I've never really loved ever since, at least the original new Super Mario Bros. The one that was actually new, and none of the others were. But ever since then, everything felt kind of wooden and samey and things like that. Anyway, so I haven't been excited about 2D Mario for a long time. But then
Sounds like I'm not the only bah humbug.
That's right.
Man, well, now we're going to talk about Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Does it not look like Mario got into the magic mushrooms for this movie?
Lisa, you're not the only one that thinks that. I've seen plenty of comments.
Lots of comments. Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of seems like they're definitely leaning into it. But we know. He's been on the shrooms for a while. You want to call it.
That's why I made the joke. Yeah.
My very first immediate impression when I saw the trailer was, oh my gosh, they didn't reskin New Super Mario Bros. This is great. But then just as the trailer went on, it just struck me how much quality it seems like they're bringing to this latest game. This is the first time, in my opinion, since Super Mario World that 2D Mario has felt AAA.
Did you see that Daisy's in it?
Yeah.
Yep. The game's sold.
Yeah, that's all you need to say.
Game's sold. Yep.
Anyway, continue.
So for me, one of the biggest things is the animation quality is fantastic. First of all, okay, so the difference in visual style was already fun enough, but the expressiveness of the characters, again, that's one of the things that I kind of had against the new Super Mario Bros. Games. They're very wooden, but in this one, they're very expressive. Like Mario does his little burst of happiness jump when he goes through the air, or they all do basically, and like there's lots of facial expressions and fun little details. Like when he went into the tube and then he had to reach out and grab his hat that had fallen off. Like just little details like that struck me as, oh my gosh, this is gonna feel really fun to play. I can look at it and see, oh my gosh, this looks like it's going to just be fun to play just by watching it. And it kind of seems like they're bringing all sorts of new mechanics. I mean, once again, Mario turning into an elephant. Who knows what they're going to do with that? Mm-hmm. I was intrigued by those purple coins that he was collecting.
Right, it reminded me of Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. The purple coins in Mario Odyssey. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I don't know. The visual flair of the game just seems like that this series is getting the TLC that it's been missing ever since Super Mario World. In my opinion. And so I'm coming away realizing that I am 100% like, this is a day one purchase for me. Mm-hmm. And if this is the holiday title, then I'm perfect. I'm super excited about that. This is, again, the first time since the Super Nintendo days where, basically the series, the genre that birthed modern video games feels like it's kind of come back into its own, and I am here for it. I am so excited for this game.
I just have some quick thoughts about the Super Mario Bros. Wonder game as well. So I agree with Anthony. This is the best looking 2D Mario we've seen in years. I love the personality they gave to Mario, like when he went in the pipe and grabbed his hat, popped down the other side, and he has these facial expressions that look great, as well as the others. And the fun words as you stomp enemies or touch the flagpole are awesome. I really like it. And like Anthony already stated before as well, like this game clearly sets itself apart from the new Super Mario Bros. Series, which is such a good thing.
Because
it
hasn't been new for over a decade.
No, same.
A decade and a half. It's been old Super Mario Bros. This whole time.
With new levels here and there. But I am ready to play this game with my family. I have pre-ordered it with my voucher that I had remaining. It's mine. And I'm waiting for it to release.
Okay, I do have to jump in and say something real quick here. To my point, my complaint against the new Super Mario Bros. Games and how, your fellow players are all obstacles at all times. It doesn't look like that's the case. I was watching the trailer carefully, and those characters are overlapping several different times. And I am so happy about that. Like, seriously, I got to the point with New Super Mario Bros. That it was so fun destroying that I actually began to prefer other games. Like, for example, Rayman Legends. That's a really good...
Yes!
Characters bounce off each other and get in each other's way.
That game is so good.
Honestly, Rayman Legends is a much better 2D platforming co-op game than the Super Mario Bros. Games. But now we have a Mario game that is finally acknowledging that precision platforming and constant, unpredictable obstacles is not a good thing, and it looks like you can actually
platform.
You're not bumping into each other. That is such a game changer for me.
Yeah, I want to give my thoughts about it too. I agree completely with Anthony. I play co-op with my kids quite a bit, and so I'm very sensitive to fun destroying things like that. That we barely.
And he means that it destroys the fun, not that it's fun to destroy things.
Well, it can be fun to troll after a while.
Yeah.
Stephen is one of those.
Yes. I'll bump you on purpose.
me and my kids though, we barely touch new Super Mario Bros. Series because I can't play it with them. Like we can't progress at all, and I don't like being mad at my kids, so we just turn off the game and don't get mad at them for making it so they can't win. But and there's been other games where that's been a similar things like Yoshi's Crafted World, I think. There's a mechanic where like you can just like hop on the other player's back, and it limits what you can do. If somebody jumps on your back, then you can't. I don't know. I don't remember all the details. You can't like flutter kick anymore. I don't know. You can't
throw eggs or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of limitations. You can't throw eggs. I don't know. Anyway, that has caused so many problems with my kids playing the game together. You wouldn't believe it. Like, get off my back! And then the other issue is like the characters can eat each other and steal each other's eggs, even on accident. Oh my goodness,
It's bad.
awful times.
Anyway.
So, I'm so relieved that maybe this new Mario game won't have as many issues like that. So it looks great. The funny thing too, you mentioned Yoshi's Island earlier. Some of the more trippy stuff in this trailer for this new game reminds me of Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember that one of Steven and my favorite levels in that game when we were kids was the touch fuzzy get dizzy level.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll go and laugh our heads off.
Yeah, I remember that. It was hilarious, and like this new Mario game looks like it might have some similar levels of like just zany fun.
I'm all for it.
Exactly what this series needs.
I agree. Let's go. Let's get trippy.
So, anyway, anything else anyone wants to say on that before we move on to some of the other topics? So, we're all very, very excited for this game. Super big Mario fans, and it just feels like this series, like we've already said, is getting some serious attention in very obvious and very welcome ways. And
instead of just a cash grab.
Yes. And I am so here for it. It feels like my childhood returning all over again. I don't know. It's a magical feeling. So let us know in the comments what you guys all think. We're gonna cut it here for this episode because this topic deserved its own discussion, and we'll continue our discussion of the rest of the Direct in another video. And there is actually one other announcement that may end up spending a lot of time on as well. But anyway,
We'll see.
Let us know what you guys all thought of the Super Mario Bros. Wonder game, and if you're excited about it as we are. And
is it a must purchase for you, or are you gonna wait and see what's up, or are you not interested at all? But Daisy's in it, so I don't see why.
True. And also that would be so sad. As 2D Mario, when it's at its peak, then it's just like a timeless genre. I will never.
It is a superstar.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, well.
You better close it out, Antonio.
Yeah.
So until next time,
Keep it nerdy.
nerdy.